These teal here by the arrow came in right on the deck. Actually wasn't able to see them even from the area that I was standing in the boat. Just caught a glimpse of some blue, so was able to pop up and take the shot on these. Alright, we finally just got 2 birds down. It's 2:30, been hunting all day. And saw quite a few birds, but nothing coming into the decoys. We ended up moving up here in this little pocket. We did water swat them. After hunting this long throughout the day, you don't want to take the chance of possibly missing. Yeah, it would have been a very low chance to miss the birds that were this close, but I actually think that is a compliment. If you can land birds in your decoys, that means you're doing something right. Some people say that it is unsportsmanlike because you're hitting them on the water. That's not even a challenge at all. I think the challenge is actually getting these birds down into your decoys, more so than having good aim and shooting them out of the air. But you can see the spread here. We were over there a little bit earlier, out there in that deeper water. Here's maybe about 3 foot back in this little pocket. Got the mojo over there. 3 geese decoys over there in that area. I did have the cameras rolling. This one is just sitting here on the tripod recording, and the GoPro I have over here on this post recording as well. For camouflage, pretty much just cover up with this netting, the motor. And Dad is here with me again today. So good thing we did get 2 birds. Up here in the front, same thing, camo netting over top of the light bar. Some people were saying it's illegal to actually use this light bar when you're running at night. I did check with a few people though. And pretty much in our area in the Saginaw Bay, they said it is fine to use this light bar temporarily. We have fishing nets out here in the Saginaw Bay. So of course you either need to use a light bar or spotlights to avoid running over these fishing nets. So there's kind of the rules on that, as well as some people were kind of debating on if you were able to leave the motor running when you actually finish off cripples. I did check with a few people on that as well, and at least for our area, they are saying you just need to stop forward motion of the boat before you finish off the cripples. So you can leave the motor running. However, check with your local DNR to make sure that that is okay to do that. In some areas, they might not be all right with that. So just make sure you're following your local laws that your DNR has set. I will admit that the calling in my first video was very bad. I've definitely toned it down a little bit, pretty much just doing quacks and a little bit of teal calling. This is only my 2nd year hunting. I don't know everything, and I definitely don't know a lot of things, so hopefully people can use these videos to learn from things that I'm doing wrong. Maybe point it out in the comments down below and tell me what I should be doing differently. But my buddy, who I've learned everything from, he's been hunting since 2006. He's going to be joining me later on in the season, so he definitely has a lot better calling than I do and knows a lot more about this. So we'll definitely be getting more ducks and diver season in the end of teal here with him joining me. But I did just want to mention that, again, this is only my 2nd year. So follow me on this journey of me learning along with maybe some of you guys and kind of taking this to the water. Again, what I'm all about in this channel is getting people out there interested in this sport, young people, old people. Hopefully we're able to encourage more people to join in the sport of waterfowl hunting. So this is the gun that I'm using, my Franchi Affinity Elite. Got the ShotKam up here. Right now they're running a sale on these, $100 off, so make sure if you're interested in these, go check it out and pick it up. I'm using the mid-range choke right now in teal season. I will swap this out when we get to diver season for the long-range choke. Dad's using my Benelli Supernova pump action. And again, just a lot of camera equipment down here. I'm using Winchester number 4 shot. Front loading 2 shells. And then the very last shell is a number 4 shot, 3.5 inch Blackcloud, in case the ducks are getting a little bit further out and need a little bit more stopping power and a little bit more distance on it. You know, a lot of YouTubers that are filming their duck hunts, they film from the time they get up in the morning, them getting dressed, stopping at the gas station to get coffee. I will never do that. I might film a little bit from the time of launching the boat to setting up decoys to the first shot of first light, but I will never start these videos of me getting up in the morning. It will only be hunting. A lot of people are actually trying to get longer videos. YouTube algorithm kind of promotes people to make longer videos. It's not going to happen on this channel though. The only thing you will see me doing is hunting here. So if you want that, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll be covering these hunts all year long. We hunt pretty much right up until the very last day of Michigan waterfowl season. All right, let's go pick up these birds now and see what they look like. We just got back from retrieving our birds. 2 nice blue-winged teal. Let's go back and see if we can add a couple more to our limit. In regards to my name being Everyday Limits on YouTube, in reality, no one gets limits every day. It's kind of more of a clickbait term on YouTube. People will see it and actually maybe subscribe to me. No one's going to subscribe to somebody that says, well, I tried to get my limit. So that's the explanation behind my name on YouTube. Really, it's just about getting out there and enjoying the hunt, not necessarily limiting out every day. I do want to mention though that even though it is legal to leave the motor running while retrieving cripples, it is illegal to leave your gun loaded while you're operating a boat in motion. So make sure you're unloading your gun before you go and retrieve birds. All right, it's been a couple more hours now. We haven't seen any birds. Before, when we moved to the spot, there was actually quite a few mallards flying over. We decoyed quite a few birds today, but there just weren't many teal. Maybe it's just too nice of a day out. You can see how much the sun is shining today. One thing I do want to mention is pick up your empties when you're hunting on private as well as public land. This is public land that I'm hunting here, by the way. But if they fall in the water, make sure you pick them up. This is littering and it is degrading to the natural habitat here. I do have a question for you guys though. Some people that are maybe more experienced than me. I've heard this, that if you water swat birds, their breast is actually below the water. So you end up actually not hitting any of the meat and pretty much just hitting them right in the head. It's actually better to water swat. So if you know the answer to that question, let me know in the comments down below. Also let me know your thoughts on water swatting. Do you agree with it? Do you think it's unsportsmanlike? Or do you think that it actually means that you actually put more work in and took the time and effort to actually decoy the birds, and that's better than actually doing pass shooting when birds are flying by and you're just pretty much swatting them out of the air? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. For me, you already know how I think, and I will continue to water swat. I don't care who comments on this video and says that it's unsportsmanlike. That is what I think. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna be heading right back here in the same spot. I think we'll do a lot better on the morning hunt here versus out being in a little bit deeper water. Even here though, water is about 3 foot deep. There are a couple fields here that are loaded up with teal. However, we don't have permission to hunt those. I really would love to get those, but now we're gonna go ahead and pack up so that we do not waste any of these birds as well. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do a catch, clean, cook on these ones at the end of this video as well. So if you wanna stay tuned for that, make sure you catch that at the end of this video. Hopefully you can hear me all right. It's pretty windy out here today. So we have our duck here, and then I'm gonna use this Famous Dave's steak and burger seasoning. Pretty much just sprinkle that on here. Then I'm gonna use some of this smoky Montreal steak seasoning. You can also marinate these in other seasonings, just the regular steak seasonings. Usually do that, sprinkle it on there a little bit, pat it down, flip them over. Then a little more on this side. And a little bit more of this on this side as well. All right, so that's pretty good. Pat it down on there a little bit. The grill's already heated up. So just go ahead, take these, put them right here, right on the middle of the grill. This teal is some of the best stuff I've ever had. So tender. And then these little pieces that come off on the breast as well, I'm just gonna put these over here on the side. These will cook really fast. So now all you gotta do, leave it about 10 to 15 minutes. Since these are so small, I'll probably leave it closer to 10 minutes, flip them, and then do another 10 minutes, and then they should be done. I usually like to leave them about medium well, medium. So we'll check back in when these are finished. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. I only did about 5 minutes per side, and you can see they're already pretty well done. I'm gonna go ahead, get these off the grill. We'll see how they taste. All right, let's see. This one's not done as much as this one. Let's see how this one looks on the inside. Pretty good. Pretty close to medium well. All right, now the taste test. Teal is by far the best duck feet, most tender you can get. It's a little bit different than the divers out there. That's what we'll be getting later this season. Delicious. If you haven't tried it, make sure you do. Swimming right through the decoys. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below.